Hi, everyone. My name is Cheryl Perry, and I'm a literacy coach with Special School District, and I'm going to share some non-technology reading and writing ideas that you can do at home with your kids. The first idea is to read. The most important thing you can do with and for your child is to read with them, to them, and then talk about what you've read after, making connections to any past experiences that your child may have had or any other books that they may have read. You can play I Spy with your kids. Rather than the typical I Spy game, I spy something yellow and the student has to find the item that's yellow. Have them do the same game, but in this game, students gather items that are in the room that start with the same beginning, middle, or ending sounds. For example, if they have to, I spy something that starts with the sound ah, and then the child would go around the room and gather anything that they had that they thought started with the sound ah, and then identify the same beginning sound with all of those items. You could do the same thing with words and phrases. I see something with the word off on it. Students would have to look around the room that you're in to identify the object that word is on and then read the word back to you. You could play memory with your children at home as well, using memory cards, index cards, or an old deck of playing cards. You could do this with letter identification. You could have capital letters on the cards, lowercase letters on the cards, or you can mix it up and do both if that's where your students are. You could do sight word matching. Same thing as the letter identification. However, you would just use sight words instead of letters. You could also do vocabulary, which would be the same idea. However, with vocabulary, you'd want to have the vocabulary word on one card, and then the match would be that word's definition rather than matching it with the same word. You could play word and sentence building games with your children at home as well, using any letter tiles that you may have, whether they're magnetic letters, old Scrabble tiles, or you could write letters on index cards, old deck of playing cards. Have your students use the letters and build words. You can have them change one word at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the word and read other words as well and keep building of those and count how many words you can build up. You can do that same thing using whole words, cut those out of any print materials, newspaper ads, magazines, articles, anything like that that you're willing to let your students cut up, have them find all the words they want, have them make the sentence, and then have them rewrite the sentence and get a little bit of handwriting practice in. Right now, we're all doing a lot of cooking at home, so why not bring your kids into the kitchen with you? Have your children read the recipe and help you follow the directions for whatever you're making for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This is a really good way to practice reading, but you get a little bonus there with some measurement, and that's a good math skill to have. You can also have your kids help you make out your grocery list for the week. They can read the grocery sale ads from your local grocery stores. They can make the list, help you make the list of what your family needs for the week. This not only gives you some good reading with the ads, but also a little bit of handwriting practice too when they have to make that list.